Hello everyone, my name is Monisha Majors and I am the Savvy Bookkeeper. Alright, so welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video put up under this new channel, and really I've created this channel to hopefully be an encouragement for other people, specifically stay-at-home moms who are looking to break into the entrepreneurship space of being a bookkeeper, working from home, bringing in income for your family, and still being able to be there for your little ones. So that is the journey I am currently on. I thought YouTube has been great encouragement from hearing from very seasoned bookkeepers who have been doing this for a while, working from home and creating their own bookkeeping businesses, which has been a great resource. But I found that it's a bit lonely starting out, and I really wanted to find more women who were sharing their journey from the beginning. Like they weren't established, they were figuring it all out and just hearing every part of the journey. So I felt like I wasn't alone and learning from them as well. So I found a few. I know the Realistic Bookkeeper, I think that's what her name is. Her videos have been so just helpful, hearing her start her process and how she even got into the game from the very beginning versus starting her YouTube channel already established. So I was like, you know what? If I'm looking for this and I want to see more of it, I might as well do it myself as well. So that's what I'm doing. A little background about myself. I am a stay-at-home mom for two littles under 2. I have 2 boys. My oldest is about to be 22 months. And my second, I just had 2 weeks ago. So recovery game is real after my second C-section. So I am a stay-at-home mom, and I had a previous business from working from home, and it was a virtual life coaching business. I am a certified life coach. I've been doing it for years. Absolutely love it. But this season of life that I'm in with the 2 littles and needing so much of my time and attention, it's very difficult to be there mentally and emotionally for other women and as their life coach in this season. So I have put that on hold for a bit. I have not closed out that business. I've just put it on hold. I'm not doing anything with it. And now I'm creating a bookkeeping business. My undergrad, I got my bachelor's in accounting. I also was a finance officer in the Air Force. I was the budget officer, and I worked right underneath the comptroller, which is equivalent to a controller in the civilian world. So bookkeeping, accounting is nothing new to me, but it does feel like it was a lifetime ago, because then I got my master's in human services counseling, started going the life coaching route, and never really looked back at accounting. So it feels like a bit of a lifetime ago since I've touched it. It's definitely been years. So all that to say, I do have experience and the education to back it up, but I haven't touched it in so long. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. And I'm just going to, in this first video, share what I've done so far to establish my bookkeeping business and what I want to, what I still need to put my hands to make this a reality. So I took notes so I wouldn't forget. I may not have pregnancy brain anymore, but my brain is all over the place, and so are my hormones. So I thought this would be the best way to make sure I stay on track. So the name of this YouTube channel is The Savvy Bookkeeper. That is the name of my business. I have created an LLC for this business. And if you want me to go more into detail as to why an LLC versus sole proprietorship, I can make another video for that. Just let me know. But I did decide to do an LLC. There were 4 different sites that I looked at for actually creating my LLC. I did not fill out the form myself and do it myself. My advice for that is, unless you know really like what you're doing or have a lawyer to help you through the process, I suggest you go through one of these sites to do it for you. There was Zen Business, LegalZoom, InkFile, and Taylor Brands. Those are the 4 that I looked at and kind of compared apples to apples to see how much I could get, like how much I can get for my buck, honestly. And InkFile was what I decided to go with. And it's been a very easy and just stress-free process, which has been really, really cool. So I went with them. After I got my LLC was formed, it took actually like maybe a week tops to get that process taken care of. It was very, very simple. I applied for my EIN, and that is through the IRS as your tax ID. I did not go through InkFile to file my EIN. This is why. If you go through any of those sites, they will charge you to create your EIN or to apply for one. It is completely free to go through IRS, and if the form is digital, you could go online and fill out the form and just submit it. It is the simplest form ever, you all, to fill out. It takes no more than 5 minutes to fill it out, and it is completely free. So these other sites are charging you $50, sometimes well over $100 to file this for you, but it's too simple to do and it's free. So I suggest you just do it by yourself. But first you need to make sure that your LLC is formed. And then after that, then you just go ahead to the IRS website and apply for your EIN. If you would like the website for that, I can put it in the comment section below. Just let me know if that's something that y'all even need to know. Okay, after that, I opened my business account, my business checking account. In order to do that, they need to know that you've already formed your LLC, so you need the paperwork on that. And then 2, they need your EIN from the IRS. If you had those 2 documents, you're good to go with opening your bank account. I do suggest having a business bank account that's completely separate from your personal account. It makes doing your bookkeeping and taxes, all of that much easier, and it doesn't get it just doesn't get messy. Okay, that's just one of the things you don't want, and you don't want IRS after you, right? So I did it with a local bank, Fidelity Bank. It's nothing where you just pick whatever bank you want. I just wanted something that was nearby I could go to. I liked a person to talk to, a professional I could talk to, and not it just be over the phone or online. I prefer to have a brick and mortar that I can walk into and have someone answer all my questions and concerns. So that's just my preference, but you figure out what's best for you and you do your own research. Then I purchased a domain name. My suggestion before you create the name for your LLC, go ahead and go on one of these sites that you can go to figure out if the domain is available. So you want to get a domain that closely matches the name of your business. Even if it has to be tweaked a bit, that's fine. But you want it to work for the name of your business, so it doesn't feel like your website has nothing to do with your business name. You're working on your brand awareness, and all of this is a part of your brand. It's not just the logo. So what I did was I went to GoDaddy.com. That's a very popular site for purchasing domains. I went there and typed in, when I was thinking of the list of names, that potential names that could be that I could choose for my business name. And I went through to kind of figure out what domains were available for those. So like sometimes the .com is not available, but there could be .biz or .net or something like that. Or it's not available at all, and you have to go back to the drawing board and think of another name. So I created a list of potential names, and then from there looked up the domains before I decided on the name of my business, and before I decided to put in the paperwork for my LLC. So just food for thought. A lot of these things I learned, there were lessons learned from my previous business that I opened up for my life coaching business. I learned the hard way and figuring all that out on my own. And so this time around was so much smoother because I already knew the process. So hopefully this is helpful for you all. After I purchased the domain name, I purchased my business email, and I did it through Gmail. I just literally, after you purchase your domain, you could go through Gmail and just say, want to create business account email. And it's really self-intuitive. It pulls everything up and you just push everything through. It'll actually pull up through, okay, you already have this domain purchased. All you have to do is your name at whatever your domain is. And then from there, you're set up. And it's $6 a month to pay for that. So, also, if you want to know how much it cost me for InkFile to create my LLC, let me know. I can let you all know that as well. It's all out there on the internet, but I have no issue telling you how much I paid. I also purchased a virtual address, mailing address, because when you create an LLC, all your information is public, including your address. So I did not want to have my place of residence put out there for everyone to see under my business. So I purchased a virtual mailing address. And from there, I pay a certain amount each month. And if there's mail that's sent there, they upload it through my InkFile dashboard, and I'm able to see whatever mail I get. They just scan it in, and they scan it in electronically, so then I'm able to have access to all my mail that's sent to them. And it's a great way for no one to know my personal residence. So it's something you can do. It's optional, it's not needed, but just know if you form an LLC, all your information, including your address that you put down on the form, is a part of public records. Anyone can look it up. And then last but not least, I set up a free phone number through Google Voice. I really like Google Voice because you can connect it to your phone. So it will actually come through to your phone, but it will be a different number. So if you want to have a number for your business that's not your actual number, so people don't know what your actual personal number is, but yet not have to have a different phone or a different plan or anything like that, and you want it to be free, I do suggest Google Voice. I used it for my last business and it worked out like a charm. People didn't know that it was going straight to my personal phone because they didn't have my personal number. So I enjoy it. It's free, but look it up and see if it works best for you. I don't think it's best for if you have a team. I think it's great for if you're a solopreneur. So yeah. So things that I still have left to do. First and foremost, my goal is to be up and fully operational by October 1st of 2022, which is this year. It's a little crazy over here. I have a 2-week-old, and I'm exclusively breastfeeding and just all the things. So I am really trying to push that deadline, but at the end of the day, I'm giving myself grace just in case I'm not able to make it. But things that I have left to do are I need to purchase business insurance, and I will go into another video when I complete these items and really give you more detail as to what I was looking for, the research I did, all that good jazz. But I need to purchase business insurance. I need to check for state or county local requirements for getting a business license in order to do business within my state, county, or city. So I'm doing my own research because I just refuse to pay to have someone else do it. But it's a little more difficult to figure out in the local, just locally versus state. State's pretty like it is what it is, but local you have to really figure out like, okay, if it's not for the county, what about for your specific city or town? What number do I call? Who do I talk to? So I'm trying to figure all that out. I'm currently doing my research, but in my next video, I will definitely make sure I let you know how I found that information. I also need to create my website. I need to create business cards and my logo. And last but not least, I want to complete the QuickBooks Online Pro Advisor Certificate. It is a free training through QuickBooks Online, QuickBooks Online Accountant. So I can get my QuickBooks for free, and then I can get through this training in order to be certified in using this accounting system. I also want to do some other trainings just to make sure I get a good refresher on just GAAP principles, just the nuts and bolts of accounting, because I never want to just rely on my training in a specific accounting system. I want to make sure I remember the nuts and bolts of what's happening behind the scenes. You know, I really feel like you should understand how to do it by hand before doing it through an accounting system, because things can happen with the accounting system, but you need to understand why it's doing what it's doing and how do you reverse it or fix it if something's wrong. I did all of that in my undergrad, and I just, you know, I need a refresher course. So I've been finding free trainings online, and I do plan on taking the QuickBooks Online free training as well. And that is the accounting system I do plan on utilizing. So if you are interested in knowing about all the other free trainings that I am looking into and currently doing, and you want to kind of know my reviews on them, if they're worth it, if they're not, I can create a video about that as well. Just let me know. I am here just honestly sharing my journey in all of this, the ups, the downs, and all in between. And hopefully it's helpful for you all. Hopefully you learn something. Hopefully it encourages you and it lets you know you're not alone. You can do this, mama. I'm doing it. You can do it. There's nothing special about me. But a great support system is helpful. And if we could all be there for one another and be each other's community and encourage one another, we can do this. So that's all I have for this one. This video is super, super long. So sorry. But I will come back for another video as to my update as to where I'm at in the process and if I'm going to make my October 1st deadline. So that's all I have for this video. I hope this finds you well, and I will see you next time. Bye.